I'm on CHOPS, which is a group that stands for students and staff helping Orchard Park students in society, and we just make sure that first we look at the kids in our school and see which students are unfortunate and make sure that we supply them with clothes, toiletries, or anything else they might need.
I think that is what's amazing about Gurleen is the follow through. So she comes up with ideas, she's able to work with others and inspire others to have the same passion for doing the right thing and doing for others. And we'll do it at any cost. And she, as you've probably heard speaking to Gurleen, an incredibly busy young lady who I don't know how she finds the time, but somehow does and inspires others to do the same.
Well, first and foremost, she's an amazing person. She just doesn't stop in the classroom. We have many students that do great things, but she goes above and beyond. So she's involved in a lot of committees, and all these committees have to do with dealing with helping the community. So she's just not about herself and about her marks. She's very motivated. She's overcome a lot of things, but she just doesn't stop there. She goes out and helps others that are in need. Makes her a very special person. Very proud of Gurleen.
I know that we'll have a ball if we get down and go out and just lose it all.
I've been on student council for a few years now, and I've enjoyed my time there. It's always great to make sure that we're in charge, we're leaders, but there's leaders on top of that. But it's nice to be a leader and then establish school spirit, basically. We work towards helping disabled children, making sure that they don't feel disabled. I feel that everyone has a disability, whether it's intellectual or whether it's athletic. I feel like we shouldn't put down kids because they've been born a certain way. We can't hurt them for that. For Heart and Stroke, I work at Stoney Creek Furniture, and every year we do a big bike race. We have to make a $50 deposit, get donations from the community, and then we use that money to help the Heart and Stroke Foundation, but the money also gives us a seat in the big bike race, and everyone from our work enjoys doing it, and we do it every year. I teach Punjabi. I've been at the school for 6 years. I've learned there myself, and I think it just helps me promote to the multiculturalism in Canada, and for the Canadian Indians that are in our community, it's nice having their kids learn about their mother tongue. I'm Sikh, so right at the beginning when I was born, my parents have always taught me to volunteer. It's called Seva in our language, and it's basically God's way of saying that everyone is equal. And volunteering is something that literally makes you feel that you are at the same level. It doesn't matter if you're rich, you're poor, you are human, and everyone is. So at the temple, I've been doing it since I was smaller. I've always been a person of giving since I was smaller, but I think my health problems have made me realize how much others in the community need help. So when I was in the hospital for 2 months, I've had many volunteers come up to me to make sure that I'm happy at the hospital. They enjoyed doing crafts with me, anything else. It was nice to make sure that I was being helped, and I feel the same way for the community. I feel the need to give back, and that's why I enjoy doing it.
The best thing about Gurleen is when she says she's going to do something, she does it 150% and follows it through to completion. And to add to that, I've had students before with the enthusiasm and the great ideas, but not always the follow through, maybe not knowing how to. Gurleen always seems to know how.
We also go beyond that into the community sometimes. If there's some place in the community that needs help, then we do it. For example, this year we did Halloween for Hunger, so we did a food drive.
Gurleen wowed us from the day she walked into the first SHOPS meeting this year. I hadn't actually met Gurleen before that day, and she came in with an idea that she wanted to pitch to the SHOPS group, and she already had the event organized, planned, and a vision. and came in with confidence, and it was a huge success, and everybody got on board very quickly. And that was our our Halloween hunger drive for food, and it was unbelievably successful. And she hasn't stopped since that day, and we've had many successful events through the guidance and leadership of Gurleen. She works so well with others and has a genuine passion to do good things in the community.
I volunteer at the hemodialysis department. Hemodialysis is when the kidneys don't function of a person. So the hemodialysis clinic works to make sure that all the patients that come into the clinic, because they have to come every day to get it done, so we make sure that it's like a second home to them. If they need help with anything, we help them. If they need to get weighed with anything, it's just, yeah, I think it helps me towards what I want to be in the future.